start by saying that almost every function here at Lowe's has integrated AI ML technology to some extent, to varying degrees, of course. And I'll give a few examples here. But before I give an example, I'll tell you that as a leader, of course, last 6 or 7 months or 8 months, I was engaged into a higher, program at my end, at my own personal time, to actually upgrade and upskill myself into the AI ML area as well. And then again, you could see where the focus was moving forward. If the leaders do that, and obviously there is a roadmap, there is a strategy, and the whole organization follows, right? Now, coming back to the meat of, what are the various areas we leverage the IoTs and AI ML. So first is, of course, forecasting is one of the biggest deal, in the retail business. Demand forecasting, based on which, of course, you will, sell, you will stock, you will do a whole lot of other planning on the supply chain side, right? Now, it helps us answer critical questions like what is going to sell, how much it is going to sell, from which store it is going to sell. If we have to deliver an item from a store or particular facility, how much it is going to flow through that network. And another area which I can think of is inventory management, of course, how much to keep, what to keep, and what is moving fast, and the whole 9 yards of the inventory management as well. Now, given the scale of our business and the business complexities arising due to various macro and microeconomic factors, as we have been talking about it, we developed a lot of sophisticated solutions that is helping our business make decisions on how much to keep in buffer, and all other questions that I mentioned, getting some insights and answers from those questions. And all of this was possible because we had the data. We could implement certain AI, and ML levers and analytics to get some meaningful answers through which the senior leadership team and executive leadership team could actually take some good, decisions on that front as well. Now, another good example that comes to my mind is, the sourcing optimization. And again, this is, partly connected from a supply chain point of view as well, which deals with what is the best delivery location for a customer. As multiple locations hold the same item, what is the most optimized way for the customer to get it, so that obviously delivery costs are optimized, the time is optimized, and the customer has stuff which obviously he needs it on priority. So answering where we should ship it from often becomes very tricky and critical. We use AI ML drastically to answer some of those questions, and I think this is still an area which is work in progress, because the more and more data you have, more accurate your AI ML engines can become as well. Now, it would be again incomplete if I don't talk about the productivity of the developers. So that has been one of the key focus areas for us, to make sure that we use the data and AI ML to make sure that we enhance developers' productivity as well. And that is where our platform team is helping build foundational frameworks and platforms to support our engineering teams in understanding where the productivity is, and of course the measures to enhance them in turn as well. This, I tell you, is a game changer for us, as we can now build and test technology solutions faster and continue adding value to our business as well. So there are various more examples that I can quote, but I'm sure these are the top 3 or 4 where of course, we have seen great amount of benefit, in holistically from the Lowe's business and from a technology point of view. So let's just go back a few years, and I would say specifically 2018. That is when, of course, a major transformation started happening for us. So if I talk about until 2018, we were a conventional brick and mortar retailer. People who are closer to US and people who know Lowe's store or some of our other competitors in that space. But since then, from 2018 onwards, our focus moved to creating value in everything we do. It is not just about selling stuff. It is all about what we can do to support the businesses to achieve organizational goals. And we began focusing on following an integrated business strategy for technology as well. Now, when we say that, so, a little deeper, if I go there, we realigned our leadership team to improve our focus, better leverage our omni-channel capabilities at Lowe's, and deliver increased value for our customers and associates and shareholders as well. So holistically, we were addressing our customers, our associates, our shareholders, our stakeholders at all possible level, from that point onwards. Now, 2019 was an inflection point for us in many ways, and of course, we'll talk about that. When we began to rethink our tech stack fundamentally, are we designed to take care of problems for the future? Are we seeing things based on what we know right now from a problem point of view, or are we seeing things based on what the problem could be, anticipating the problem even before the problem has started happening? So with that mindset and with that thought process, moving away from a package solution to building products and solutions in-house, because obviously in that case, we know what the product is, required to do for us. On the modernized open stack and open source technology, then microservices architecture, moving away from monolithic, the application which were written and serving the customer till that time. Now we set up the product teams because we realize that the product management and the product teams are absolutely critical for us to see everything from the lens of a product and keep enhancing those products through the product management lifecycle. So those product teams were created to run the charter on product development, product enhancement, and the overall lifecycle of product management. This was another big point for us, starting 2019. Now, nothing is in sort of complete holistically from a transformation on technology till we talk about the enterprise architecture. So the setting up and establishing an enterprise architecture unit to drive technology strategy and architecture, platform re-engineering, and setting up the technology standards, frameworks, and governance across the organization, so that the amount of work that is happening at the tech level, there is a reference architecture, there is a consistency, and there is a governance across the organization, so that holistically this can be managed, holistically this can be developed in a seamless manner. And we knew that no matter who's writing the applications and who's writing the code, eventually they all have to interact with each other. And if they're not written consistently, it will be very difficult for those applications or microservices to talk to each other, and we will not be able to succeed in sustaining that kind of a growth, which is obviously required to build our systems for the larger customer demands. We hired many data scientists and data engineers to help make data-driven decisions, as we spoke under the AI ML area as well, and in predominantly the areas of merchandising, store operations, finance, supply chain, and the whole 9 yards of everything that, of course, our business is all about, to build intelligent products which can not only serve what exactly needs to be done by the product, but of course, the data behind those products intelligently will tell us what exactly more needs to be done from the product as well. Now, we also have set up the capabilities, at that point to open up new revenue stream with those, one room media network. So again, if I go back, 4 years, when I joined in 2018, and from that point onwards, huge amount of, transformation at a tech level, huge amount of process in re-engineering, maturity, operational excellence, and homegrown products, moving away from a package solution, and the automation all around this has yielded, significant success. And again, when I feel I can say that it is just still tip of the iceberg. We feel there is a lot more that can be still done, but we have a confidence, we have the manpower, and we have, of course, on the support and great this leadership team and technology and the business level to keep moving us in the right direction and keep initiating more and more initiatives in the whole retail transformation space. So at Lowe's, obviously, our focus is creating a seamless omni-channel experience for our customers. Now, no matter how they shop with us, where they shop with us, how do they want things delivered, we just want to make sure that everything is on the fingertips with them. So that's kind of an omni-channel experience, we are driving. Now, we are driving it while our total home strategy, and to provide a full complement and full suite of services and products to all our different customer segments. So that is a one major ambitious and practical area that we are targeting. Now, obviously, everything has technology as a common denominator, so technology has to be a true differentiator for Lowe's in this journey. And our team in India has honestly and truly played a pivotal role so far in driving this growth. For instance, talk about team is at the forefront of supporting and boosting our online sales through e-commerce site, Lowe's.com, that I spoke about, by building features like search, like personalization, seamless checkout, and overall, improving the site stability, as we talk about. Of course, that is more important than the features, right? And then we are doing it by building our own enterprise platform for search, personalization, customer 360 with built-in intelligence that can continue to provide our, the insights so that we can keep enhancing those products as well. So that is two. Now, again, going back to our, RPA, automation, AI, ML area. So we are also involved from a priority point of view, building and scaling our intelligent pricing engine and our order management system, which is built on the latest and greatest modern scalable microservice architecture. And not to forget that our teams are doing cutting edge work on data engineering, data science, AI, cloud engineering to support each and every facet of the technology and business priority and initiative that, of course, we are committing to our business as well. And I will say that again at the cost of repeating myself, this is just the tip of the iceberg. In the next few years, our roadmap is to build smart, intuitive platforms and products to deliver sustained and more importantly, long-term value to our parent company, Lowe's. For example, spatial commerce, doing work in that area, space measurement, driven by Lowe's Innovation Lab. We have been building this leverage, excellent technology using the LIDAR, which is a computer vision AI mixed with the reality hardware to make sure that, of course, we are using the cutting edge AR, VR platforms, end-to-end room scanning, measurements, estimate experience. Because see, if you see from a customer, if I as a customer go to a store because I want to remodel and do a home improvement, we want to make sure that I can see things in person through some good platform before I finalize what paint I want, what furniture I want, how I want this whole thing to look like, and then how much exactly it will look like from an estimation point of view before I put an end to this project itself. So we want to make sure that the customers have those things, and of course India is driving some of the major work in there. And again, not to forget the metaverse. We are also expanding our footprint into latest technologies in metaverse. We aim in the next 3 to 5 years to equip builders, which is our main segment, at no charge with items from their real world shelves to make their creations look more beautiful, valuable, and inspiring for customers to feel connected for it. And again, we have created a 3D product library with more than 500 assets available to virtual and augmented reality developers at no cost. So I think the opportunities are unlimited here. We are getting started, and in the new digital world, of course, we are looking forward to make sure that the future of home improvement retail, is absolutely super bright, and those is leading the pack rather than following some patterns here.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.